Greetings, fellow chicken coop keepers, or at least those who hope to be. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, episode 48, Wolf Prowling the Pen. Before I leave the base, what should I fire in the bloomeries? Meteor, iron, glass. What you think? And then for the candles are cooked in a pot. Let's go make 2 candles. I've never made candles this way before. Still not done? It's like watching water boil. Never happens until you look away. It's like melting glue will muck up the pot. Will it really? I'm not sure I can even empty the pot because I just made a big batch of food. It occurs to me, I can't work on this anyway right now. I am not hungry enough. Well, I guess we'll return to it once I'm able. So the current priority is to trap chickens, and I am willing to part with the flax grain for it. Maybe I'll try to build one more trap elsewhere too. Also, I should just throw away these mushrooms as they are poisonous before I forget that they're poisonous and they harm me. So if I'll grab some wood and set myself up for another chicken trap. I'll even use the spell. I'll commit to it. But I'm not going to use all the spell because I'm going to eventually need to feed the chickens themselves. Maybe I'll also put carrots in the traps. So I'll bring a stack of carrots too. And you guys want me to fire up some glass. So I'm going to go fire glass up and then build another chicken trap. You know, one of the advantages of having the clutch engaged is I can also tell if I end up with decent wind speed by looking up at the rotor or the windmill blades. And if it's spinning, it means the Hellhammer is ripping and I should go use it productively by working blooms or something. Glass. Quartz was in this box. And yes, I can start to make a new pot, or pots, for the, as a result of... So, can I do multiple in one pot? Multiple candles? Or is it just like one pot per candle, it burns the whole thing? Or ruins the whole thing? Because if I can batch it, I might as well wait until I have one more flax to do with 3 candles at once. It can't be used for food again. So it can be used for candles infinitely, but never food twice. Or never food after the fact. Got it. Oh no! I put charcoal in and don't have enough charcoal. And I don't think you can mix fuels, right? Why'd I do that? Well, I'll have to make the smallest amount of charcoal ever. Fix that stupid problem. I should have thrown out my charcoal. I wanted to use it up. Alright, the world's smallest charcoal burn. Let's go fix my mistake. Shouldn't be too hard to fix. Oh, I left the wood in there. What, 32 is the smallest you could do? Plus 4? So yeah, I need a little bit more wood. These holes don't really work for charcoal kilns. I'm just gonna build like a quick kiln. Okay. Yeah, the reason why I didn't break it down and switch the fuels is the clay bricks are way harder to obtain than charcoal. So I didn't want to break it down, ruin some bricks, to then refuel it with a different fuel source. As that is a lot more wasted effort than me just... Hey, it's moving! Wind speed must have picked up. Yep. So even at wind speed about 50%, Hellhammer goes. And this is not super fast, but that's not terrible. It's pretty good. I think it's not that consistent, though. It's like on and off. So I wouldn't just drop what I'm doing to start forging, but that's nice. Alright. Then, let's go ahead and make... I'm going to make, like, the full shebang, meaning to try to trap a little bit of everything. Even though there might not be sheep in the area. So we've got small trough, large trough. I will plant something that will survive, because we planted in the last trap turnips. So the best thing I could plant is maybe spelt, and then I'll actually trap the carrot. I'll bait the carrots and everything. All right, so I'll put these extra boards away. I am gonna want some more packed dirt. for this project. And I should reset my torches. It's been a while. Oh, you were talking about lighting it with only 5 coal? Ah, got it. If I'm not mistaken, won't it not work lit with insufficient fuel? At least that was my assumption. As I know, like with refractories, for instance, you just waste the fuel if there isn't enough to complete the process. So there is a full cabbage to go, and turnips, so there's some farming to do here as well. Let's do the farming real quick. Flax is still 7. There's only 1 thing of turnips. And I think 1 cabbage that was done. Maybe cabbage on the other side, though. And both of these can be replanted with flax. Or... yeah, it needs to be K. Because it just used up N. I could do carrots, but I'll do flax. Parsnips are close, but not ready. Okay, so we're done. Nice. Even more veggies, keeping me fed. There is 1 serving left, and if there's time after tending to the traps and the like, I'll make another cooking pot. So that when I make candles, I don't ruin it. But that's good to know in advance. Oh, it seems windy over here. Maybe wind speed's picking up. Of course I didn't bring seeds, but... down here. Carrot. Carrot. Spelt. Flax. It's baited. I mean, it's not like there's not animals around. Every time I come here, I hear chickens. I don't think there's anything blocking them from climbing. Up there. But, Too bad there's not, like, just a way to trap them naturally. Alright, where's the other chicken spots? I have chickens up north. I guess I'll start the trap in there, too. Ladders are the best way? Yeah, I mean, I could do ladders, I just don't... Ow. Doesn't matter right now. Yeah, I can see the, I can see it spinning from here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to easily... Oh, I'm getting stuck on snow myself. Easily outrun that shiver. Never mind. Not as bad as I thought. Rift activity around here is medium, so that's the reason for all the hostilities. Now I have an empty cooking pot, but given the warning, it's probably best that I make a spare first. So maybe on this next trap, I'll go with a slightly different design. You'll be like recessed 3 down, so that if it is the lip, because for the first trap, what I could do is I could just add stairs to it, so that if it is a snow pathing climbing issue, I'll build a solution. But on this one, I'll design it so that it's just a pit without a lip around it. So 2 different designs. And hopefully we'll end up with some chickens that I then will have to neglect to feed. I won't have any other options. I'm using all my grain to trap them. I don't much like getting attacked through the ground, Sal. But yeah, it does look like they're not able to climb. Because when you're down here, the next tile up is more than 1 tile up because of the snow. Doesn't affect the player, but it seems to affect all many of the wild creatures, which might be why they can't climb it. And I bet if I shoveled out the snow that's on the lip, they could. So I could do stairs, or I could do shoveling out the lip snow and then having like an overhang roof line to prevent it from getting snowed over. There's a bunch of different ways to solve that. I should have implemented a solution while I was down there. Okay, I just need to go north. It's kind of hard to find the pathfinding at night, so I can't really see too far ahead. I hear Bowtorn. That's not cool. It's hard to believe that this is the next closest chickens that I've heard. But I don't want to build the pit unless I can hear chickens around. Because they might move around, migrate elsewhere. And I wouldn't want to check a pit that has no chance of trapping chickens. So at the moment, I'm not building it here until I hear clucking. Body temperature's fine. Well, not hearing clucking, so I think I'm going to erase that chicken marker. Animals move around a lot. Normally, they'll stick somewhat close to their spawning zone, like they're bound to a tile, essentially. So that the way it works is when the animals die, they respawn where they first spawned. So if you mark down their spawn locations, you can return there much the way that you can do that with resin periodically to hunt them. That way you can't like hunt things to extinction, and you can roughly gauge what they're, you know, what animals you'll find in an area, because as you first interact with an area, the animals that are there probably spawn near there. With that said, it's entirely probable that, like in the case of chickens, they might have been chased by a predator into the area that I interacted with them, but that's not their spawn zone. And then if they get killed by, like, let's say a fox or a wolf or something, they reset to the original zone, which is nowhere near where I had marked them. So sometimes it's useful to mark where you interact with them, but you should reconfirm that that's a spot that they can, you know, that they're usually in. And that's easiest to do when it's next to your base. So I'm just going to go fix up the chicken trap, because I feel like it's a trap design issue. And then maybe make a clay pot. It really depends on how much time I have left. Lots of portals around me. They flew the coop. Yeah, it seems so. I've even read stories about players determining like exactly where a certain creature will spawn, like let's say a bear, and setting it up that they just like the bear respawns in like a pit and just dies, so that you can effectively create an area of the map that is like safe from said predator, because you've designed a system where every time they respawn they just die in a sunless pit or something like that. Just want to double check what you got. That's very pretty basalt. So, probably the simplest way to fix this would be get a few blocks. And make path block stairs. Oh, I don't have regular dirt. I only have packed dirt. That doesn't work. I feel like I should. Like the recipe should update. Oh, it can't be mixed stone. Okay. Probably need a few more stairs in this. But something like this is going to allow the chickens to pathfind to the trap. I think. So I'm going to crank out a few more stairs just so that I know it's not a pathing issue. And then we'll have to leave it alone a while. See if it actually ends up working. Well, I know what happened to the chickens. I think there's a predator for us to deal with. Okay, a very crude fix, but it's a fix. Oh, where's that wolf? Good. Good timing, me. Where are you going? I'm fighting fair. I took away my height advantage. Let's go, buddy. Seriously? Yeah, that's right. Stop eating my chickens. Normally they spawn in packs, but like, I don't see evidence of another one. So we fixed the chicken trap. Let's head back and whip up some extra crock pots. And yeah, there's still chickens alive. Oh, Jesus. Whip up some extra crock pots and make some candles. The last thing I do. Actually, I'm right next to a red clay node. Let's get a little bit of red clay. I know I have a lot of blue clay back at the base. Oh, no, I take it back. The red clay is up there. Yeah, the new chickens will not be insta-killed. Well, I mean, the trap should still work. Like, the chickens should still be able to wander down there. It's just that now there might not be a wolf that goes down there and ganks them. It's too soon to say for sure, but that's the hope. Body temp is dropping hard. Really, I have to de-ice to cut. Won't be doing that. I need to stop carrying around my scythe with me. There's really no point unless I'm willing to shovel out the things I'm trying to. Oh yeah, character's hypothermic. Well, the good news is, if I'm trying to make candles, I'm about to light a fire. I'll do the candles first and then the clay making second. Because of body heat. I was hoping to get, well, I was hoping to get more, flax. We just haven't had the opportunity. How's the leather? One... Oh, so this is almost done. That batch of leather. For future me, if I find chickens, I'll put the troughs here. And then if I'm gonna need to make another crock pot, I'll use these pit kilns, and I'll go get the clay now. Surviving in the Frostlands is labor intensive. Sounds pretty windy. It's moving. You guys will have the opportunity, future viewers, next week, if this gets voted on, to make good use of the health hammer, I think. That looks like a little hill fort. Fort chicken. Even on the map, it looks like a little hill fort. It's kind of nice. Oh yeah, look at this. Residue covered pot. Interesting. Appreciate the heads up. I wouldn't have known. So I don't want actually, you know what? I'm just going to make one of them. I don't really need more than that. I gotta make 3 bowls with it in case I use for oil lamps. I don't have any plans to make oil lamps right now, but that's not like a terrible idea, given that I don't want to fire it on its own, you know, and waste fuel if I can help it. So I'll make 4, and I'll just leave one of these unfired. I'll like probably throw away the extra one. Oh my god, I am having some clicking problems. I'll get there never, apparently. Sisyphus's bowls. Oh my god. Clay forming! The super inefficient way. I should be holding left alt so I can click like this. That's probably half the problem. Alright, with that, I'm going to fire up 3 of these and 1 of the others. So this extra clay bowl, bye-bye. Yeah. What's even down there? What material did it? Medium fertility soil? Sure doesn't look like it. So we've got replacement bowls going, and oops, that would be me getting burned. And oh, here's the leather. Fantastic. So we have, I think, 15 leather now. Body heat should be... Yeah, it's back up in the healthy range. Good. Alright, I'm going to bring the residue-covered bowl up with me, because it won't be used for cooking anymore. We'll have bushmeat on the fire. We have probably a need to do... 8. We got 8. Probably have a need to do a large batch of leatherworking. Because if I am at some point going to be making chainmail, here is why. So, like, the body armor requires the jerkin, which requires leather. And then the leg armor requires a jerkin, which requires leather. Bring the barrels up as well. Future me will do that. Once voting for leatherworking is the next task. I think probably I need to actually build some infrastructure in this hilltop base for it. Because there's not, at present, exactly a spot for that stuff. I would need to put, like, a balcony or something. So. Because I don't want to fill this area full of leatherworking stuff. They get quite cramped quite quick. But we got 15 leather. We got some candles for later. We have the residue pot. In case we want to make more candles, which I'm sure at some point we will. So, there's our residue-covered pot that we can stick on this campfire. Shucks. And we have a health hammer that is really... It's clanging. It really is clanging. Unlike any time before today where it really wasn't. So I'm stoked for that. As well as oh, you know what, the last thing I want to do is to fire up the oh, never mind. So future me is going to be told to harvest charcoal and fire up the last glass bloom. But we have made glass now. Which is in these bloomer bases, so I'll harvest that now. Because up until now, I've just been using the shortcut of glacier ice for transparent blocks. But now we have the luxury of having glass. I'll put this in this chest, where the quartz is. And you can saw the glass into slabs, so I could have 48 slabs for windows or something like that. And that, my friends, is where I am going to leave off for today. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Frostlands, which originally streamed live on Twitch, December 26th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.